Alright, you join us again today with the Magic School Bus, and it's official, the wheels have turned square. The bus is on blocks. We'll get to more of that later. Right now, we're in the engine bay, home to the venerable Chevrolet 366 motor. As you can see, a lot of stuff is missing. We are going through this engine and making sure that it is going to be reliable for several thousand more miles. I'll go through some of the things that we're kind of going through currently. So as you can see, the radiator is missing. It was getting boiled out. Turns out it needs to be recored, so that'll be fresh and new when it goes back in. The fan is getting repainted. Carburetor was recently rebuilt. The air compressor is getting cleaned up and gone through, same as the air cleaner. The steering is going to be gone through soon. We haven't tackled that quite yet. Valve covers are going to be powder coated, so they're nice and durable. And the distributor and ignition will all be brand new. A few other things going on besides the engine work here in the engine bay is we are going through the brakes and the drivetrain of the entire bus to make sure that it is safe and reliable. And so I'll take you on a little walkthrough to see what else is going on. Alright, and some of the other work that we're doing right now is a full rehabilitation on the brakes. As much fun as going as we need to be able to stop. And so we're going through and replacing the diaphragms in the air pots, as well as doing new brake shoes. These were actually in really good shape, the brake shoes, and I would have left them how they were, but the wheel seals leaked on them, so they were soaked with oil, and that did necessitate replacement. We'll come on to the back and we can see what's going on back there. Alright, so back here, same story as the front. The hubs and the drums have come off, as well as the pads. Back here, we're actually doing a bit of an upgrade. We are upgrading to maxi brakes. For those of you who aren't familiar in the air brake world, a maxi brake is essentially an emergency system that does not require or does not rely on air pressure to work. So if you lose air pressure, the brakes apply and you're able to stop. So we are upgrading to that for a little bit more safety. The rear end, again, getting new seals all around so it doesn't leak, and just making sure everything's refreshed. Underneath the bus, the driveline is getting rehabbed with new carrier bearings and re-greasing all the U-joints. Alright. You're joining us on the inside of the bus, where the bus has actually grown 5 feet. It hasn't. I'm actually standing where the floor would be, but that was removed before we pressure washed. What you can see in here is that the support rails for the floor have been cleaned up and painted.
Oh, and who did that?
Clancy did, and he just did a fabulous job. Those are going to be terrific. Also, here at the firewall of the bus, all the surface rust has been cleaned up and
who did that?
painted. Clancy did that also. Again, just a terrific job. You'll notice on the driver's side of the bus, several of the interior panels are missing, and that is because 2 of our windows were broken. I had to remove those interior panels to remove the windows, and those are out getting repaired right now. But aside from that, we're just plugging forward on the mechanical work. Hopefully next time you tune in, we will have the brakes and most of the drivetrain rehabbed, and hopefully get this pretty roadworthy within the next few weeks. We're waiting on parts to come in and a few services to be done, but we're still full steam ahead.
Now there is a minor amount of body work to do with the bus, right? I mean, I remember seeing a little bit of rust back here on the fenders. What's the plan there?
Yes, the wheel wells do have some rust on them, and so once we're done with all the mechanical work, we will move to the inside of the bus and fix that rust. It's pretty straightforward to cut out and make some patch panels for it. It shouldn't take too long.
Great.